this?
Yeah, I just lost your screen.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this to the side. Okay. So we've got a star plus gerund, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what is this? This is basically I am working, I am doing, I am,
Yeah, any ing kind of. I am.
Exactly. So the difference is in Spanish, you don't really need to use this in order to say I am working. Okay, it's another possibility. Okay, so this is basically a way of emphasizing that something is happening now, right now.
Okay.
But it's not mandatory. Okay. In English you have to, but not so in Spanish. So, Rosa, te llaman al teléfono. Ah, no puedo ponerme, estoy duchándome.
Okay, so let's just make sure. So, ahora no puedo ponerme. Okay, estoy. So I am duchándome. So this is a reflexive also. Right? So duchar meaning shower, and duchando means I am showering.
Exactly. I'm showering myself, literally. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You can also use this to talk about something that is in a process, or you are in the middle of it, but not necessarily doing it at the very same time.
One quick question here. So for the duchándome, so even reflexive, it is kind of I am doing kind of thing, right? So this is reflexive plus the gerund. So
yes.
it is myself and doing kind of. So
exactly.
myself
So
showering.
this. So when you have a reflexive verb and you have a gerund, one option is to put it after the gerund. So the mete, but yeah, it still means like you're putting water on yourself, right?
Yeah.
Because if you say estoy duchando, it's like, okay, you are showering what?
Okay.
Right?
So this is the myself part kind
exactly.
of.
So me would be myself. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, look at this one. Y ahora, ¿a qué te dedicas? En este momento estoy escribiendo la tesis doctoral.
Okay.
So I am writing a doctoral thesis. Right?
Thesis, yeah.
So that means I'm in the middle of this. Okay?
Yeah, I think here I can see the difference because like escribiendo, so I am writing, but it is not I am writing to me or something like that.
No, you don't really write on yourself, right?
Exactly. So if it
you
was,
write something.
I am writing to me. I'm just saying a hypothetical scenario. Then it would have been está escribiendo me or something like that.
Yeah, but that would be weird. Yeah, you could say it, but
yeah, sure, yeah.
Okay, so ¿cómo es? So what is it like? So this is the way you build, okay? So you're gonna have to be. So estar. Remember to use estar and not ser for this construction.
Yeah.
And then gerundio. How do you build a gerundio or gerund?
Yeah,
so,
ando
or yendo. Okay, there are two irregular ones, which is durmiendo and leyendo. That's all. Only two irregular ones. Okay, let's practice this a little bit. So, for example, number one says, mi madre está haciendo la comida. So my mom is doing the cooking.
Okay. Okay, so mi padre está preparando el café.
Perfect. Mi padre está preparando el café.
Sandra está jugando al tenis.
Sandra está jugando al tenis. Perfect. Next one.
Okay, so está estudiando. No, estamos estudiando los verbos irregulares.
Perfect. So estamos estudiando los verbos regulares. 5.
Mis abuelos están varando la tele o viendo.
Viendo la tele.
Viendo la tele.
So mis abuelos están viendo la tele.
Yeah. So, ella está leyendo una novela.
Ella está leyendo una novela. Siete.
Los niños están, or it will be estáis, or
Oh, sorry, you're right. Están,
Yeah.
stay. Están
durmiendo.
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 Yeah, this is another regular one.
Yeah,
So,
durmiendo.
durmiendo, with a U, durmiendo.
Yeah.
¿Y 8?
Yo estoy escribiendo una.
This is very easy, right?
Yeah, but this is simple also.
I think this is way easier than past simple, for example.
Yeah. I think the past is the most difficult, actually, especially the indefinido kind of.
Definitely. Okay. By the way, you could also use this tense, this progressive tense, in the past, as you've seen it before. So you will use imperfecto and gerund. Yeah. So you will say, estaba comiendo. I was eating.
Was doing, kind of. I was eating.
Exactly.
I was playing or something like that.
Exactly. Okay, let's take a look at relative pronouns. Okay, what is this relative pronouns? So basically these are connectors between sentences. What do I mean? Let's take a look at some sentences. ¿Has visto el paquete que ha llegado? So we have this que. So that's basically is that. Okay, used as a connector. Okay, so have you seen the parcel that has arrived? Yeah. Next one. El chico con el que sale Nieves es bombero. So the boy with whom Nieves is going out is a firefighter.
A bombero is firefighter. Okay.
Bombero. Okay. So you can see this que, el que, etc. There are a few of them. We use them to connect sentences.
Yeah, this is, I think this needs a little more. Yeah, the more you read, I think the more you get the thing of this kind of.
Definitely. Yeah. Let's take a look at some more examples. So basically, que and el que are the most common one.
So que can be also like that, but it can be also y, right? Or porque is because, but que can be.
Okay, don't worry. We're gonna take a look at some of this. So you're gonna. So imagine you have these two sentences, but you just want to use one sentence. You want to use a relative pronoun, connector.
Okay.
So you want to say, I have a parrot. The parrot speaks. So instead of using this telegram way of speaking, you could say, I have a parrot that speaks, right? So tengo un loro que habla.
Okay.
Right? Of course, the agreement with the verb it will be with the parrot, yeah, because it's the parrot that speaks, okay? Another one. So here, two sentences. He recibido una revista. I have received a magazine. Another sentence. Clara escribe en esta revista. Clara writes in this magazine. So you want to put them together. So it would be like this. He recibido una revista en la que. So you have the preposition in which.
Okay.
And notice here you use an article. So this la means the magazine. Okay, so this el que, la que, you use it when you have an antecedent.
A quick question on the articles. So in Spanish, there are just 4 articles, right? Like la, le, los, las, and that's it.
Okay, there are 5 of them. You have masculine, el, feminine, la, then the 2 plurals, los, las, and there is a neutral one, which is lo. Okay.
La.
But don't worry too much. En algunos casos, okay. Es la chica que está bailando con Pedro. Okay. So basically, let's talk about. So here you are. When you have a preposition, you need the article. Okay.
Okay.
So that's why before you say en la que, con el que. If you don't have a preposition, you don't really need any article.
Article, okay.
So you just say que. For example, un carnicero es una persona que vende carne.
Okay.
But, let me see. For example, this one here. Las chicas con las que estaba jugando son mis sobrinas.
Okay.
So notice we use las because I have this con.
Okay.
And this la agrees with las chicas. Yeah. So that means if I say los chicos, I would say los chicos con los que.
Okay.
Yeah. So you have to use this el que, la que when you have a preposition. Any preposition. It could be con, de, anyone. No? However, there is another option, which is more formal, which is these two. So con quien or con quienes. Basically, it means the same. It sounds more formal, okay? So we usually, when we're speaking, we will always say con el que, con la que, con los que, or any preposition, okay? So that means this sentence here, las chicas con las que, you can also say las chicas con quienes. It means exactly the same. You have it here at the bottom here.
Okay.
La chica con quienes. It means exactly the same. It's just another way. It's more formal, okay? Okay. Also, we use this la que, el que when you want to say the one that or that one that. Okay, when you answer a question, for example, ¿cuál es tu maleta? La que tiene ruedas.
Okay, so what is in your bag or something?
So which one is your suitcase?
Okay.
The one that has wheels.
Wheels, okay. Wheels is wheel, okay.
Okay, we have another expression we use a lot, which is this lo que.
Yeah, as the chair.
So lo que basically means what, used as a relative pronoun. So, for example, imagine you want to say, I don't know what she says. So you would say, no sé lo que ella dice. Okay? So lo que basically is what used it in this way, when you use it as a connector or as a relative pronoun. Okay. Okay. Let's try a few exercises. Things much better. So number one. So you have ese es el señor con quien tienes que hablar. Also possible, as you already know, you could also say con el que, which is more colloquial. Okay. This is what we use the most when we're speaking. Okay. Con que is more formal.
Okay.
Of course, you can use both. Okay. It's just another way. Number two.
Necesito el libro. El que te preste.
Okay. Question. Do you have a preposition before?
Okay. No, there is no preposition. There is
so
the article.
If there is no preposition,
then no article. Okay. So no article.
Only option que.
Okay.
Que. So that's the right option. Okay. So que. Okay. Number three.
So tengo un amigo. So again, no preposition then. So que vive en Panama.
Exactly. Tengo un amigo que vive en Panamá. So I have a friend that lives in Panama, or who lives in Panama.
Who lives in Panama? Okay.
Number four.
So este es el restaurante. So there is a preposition. So este es el restaurante el que me han recomendado.
There's no preposition. Okay. Yeah? You don't have any preposition before.
Oh, okay.
So notice, number one, you have this con.
Oh, it has to be just before. Okay. So it's okay, con. Okay.
So este es el restaurante que me han recomendado.
So okay, so in number 5, este laguero por. So por el que entran los ratones.
Exactly. Okay, question. Could I use quien in this sentence? Is that possible?
So con el que is quien.
Okay. The answer is you couldn't. You couldn't use quien.
Okay.
Because quien, okay, in order for you to use quien, you need two situations. You need to talk about person,
okay.
and you need a preposition before.
Okay.
So you need these two. Yes, you need these two features in order to use this. If you don't have those two things, you can't. Okay.
So here we have the preposition, but here we don't have the person kind
exactly.
of.
So here we're talking about a hole, un agujero. Okay. So this is the hole through which mice get in. Yeah. So
sure.
ratones is mice.
Ratones is mice. Yeah.
6.
So Sebastián es el chico que está hablando con Lola.
Perfect. 7.
¿Conoces a la señora que nos ha saludado?
8.
Ese es el equipo contra el que jugamos el domingo.
Perfect.
So contra is against, right?
Exactly.
Contra,
against.
Playing, yeah. Okay. So usa los pañuelos que están en el baño.
Okay, pañuelos mean handkerchief, okay, or tissues. Academia.
La academia a que voy está en el centro. Oh, a la que, is a preposition.
Perfect. A la que. So la academia a la que voy está en el centro. Good job. I'll try another one. Yeah. Okay, un chico. Okay, we're gonna go a step further. So now I'm gonna give you the sentences. You have to come up with the connector, with the relative pronoun. So for example, here we have these two sentences. Un chico lo conocí en el parque. So, un chico que conocí en el parque. Okay. 2.
So,
take your time.
Una persona que no bebe alcohol.
Perfect. Una persona que no bebe alcohol. So that's what abstemio means. So what does abstemio mean? In English, how do you say that in English? So if abstemio means a person who doesn't drink alcohol?
Yeah, so teetotaler kind of.
Teetotaler, yes. That's abstemio.
I didn't know that, okay.
3.
Okay. Un cuadro que lo he pintado.
Exactly. Un cuadro que... so you don't need the law here?
Yeah.
Un cuadro que he pintado yo.
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't repeat the law because
so
because you already have un cuadro que.
Yeah.
So you remove the law, okay? 4.
So unos obreros que están arreglando la calle. So I think that están
unos obreros. No. ¿Qué? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I know why you said quién, because in English you would say who, right?
Yeah, right.
But exactly. It's not about that. You only can say quién. Okay, so quién first is very formal. And second, you only use it when you have a preposition. And you talk about person.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
So you need these two conditions.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so here you say que.
Okay.
That's it. So un obrero que está arreglando la calle. Okay, 5.
Un chico que trabajo con él.
¿Quiénes son? No, because you work with him.
Okay.
So you have to put the with before the connector. So un chico
Con el que,
con
like,
el que trabajo.
trabaja,
Okay, now here you can also say con quién.
Okay, so okay.
So a boy with whom I work.
Okay.
Okay, so remember, in Spanish, you could never find a sentence ended by a preposition. It's not possible. Okay, you can never end up a sentence with a preposition. You could never say, he's the guy I work with. Never.
Okay.
You could never say this like in English. In English is okay. In Spanish, you have to think of the other way we said in English, like he is the guy with whom I work. It sounds very formal, but this is closer to Spanish.
So pretty much the verb is at the end, kind of.
Exactly. So remember, the preposition
Hmm.
must be before the relative pronoun. Okay.
Okay, con el que, yeah, con el que, and then
So
trabajo.
con el que is one
Con
option, and another option is con quién.
Okay.
Okay, 6.
Una persona que no cree en Dios.
Perfect. 7.
Una persona que cuida niños.
Que cuida
Niños.
cuida niños, sí. And 8.
Una pluma que Cuivedo escriba con ella. No, una pluma con el que Cuivedo escriba.
Una pluma. Okay, so you need the con, right?
Yeah, so con el or concuen.
Okay, wait a moment. Hold your horses. Now you need an article, right?
Yeah.
But this article, remember, has to agree with
The
you.
first
Exactly.
one, yeah.
So here we talk about una pluma, right?
Okay, so
it's feminine. So that means
okay. Con la, okay, con la
yeah.
que.
So una pluma con la que escribía. End of it.
Okay.
Okay. Good job.
Yeah, because I don't need the ella also, because con la que means
No, because here we have this la. Okay?
Yeah. The la is that ella kind.
Exactly. La means la pluma.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a little tricky in the sense. Yeah.
Don't worry, it takes time. Let's try one more. So now you have con que, el que, la que, los que, etc. Lo que, which is what, remember? Okay. ¿Quién es esa chica? So who is that girl? La que trabaja con Eduardo. So the one Edward works with.
Yeah.
This is how you would say it in English. Notice how we change the order here. So we say, La would be the one work with Edward. Number 2.
To get this is impossible. Okay.
Es imposible.
Yeah, impossible.
Okay, let me tell you in English. I think.
So lo que. So this is
perfect.
Lo que tú quieres.
So lo que tú quieres is imposible. So what you want is impossible. 3.
¿Qué libros estás leyendo? Me presento, Antonio. So, el que me presentó.
El que me prestó Antonio. Yeah. So the one Antonio lent me.
Yeah.
This is the past, as you already know. Number 4. So my house is the one. Blah.
Mi casa es el que está en.
Casa es la casa.
Oh, okay, la casa. So la casa is So there will be a male.
So mi casa es la que está en aquella esquina. Esquina, you know? This is a very common word in Spanish. Corner.
Corner. Okay. Yeah, I have seen it.
So my house, the one
in the corner.
that is in that corner. Aquella means that one over there. Okay. 5.
¿Recuerdas a quien dijiste ayer yesterday?
So do you remember you said yesterday?
Yeah. So
you remember what you said yesterday?
Yeah. So recuerda lo que dijiste ayer.
¿Recuerdas lo que dijiste ayer?
Yeah, dijiste ayer.
6.
¿Quiénes son esas chicas? Estuvieron en mi fiesta. Okay. So, estuvieron in my party. So that was in my. So lo que estuvieron en mi fiesta.
Okay, what am I talking about here? I'm talking about those girls, right?
Okay.
So las chicas.
Okay, so then las que estuvieron. Okay.
Okay, 7.
So, ¿quiénes son Guille y Silviero? Los que viven en el sexto.
So the one that lives on the 6th floor.
So Guille and Silviero, so 2 people, so los que.
Exactly. Good job. Wasn't easy. Okay, let's review a little bit there. So we're going to take a look at all the past tenses, 3 main ones. We're going to start with the easy one, which is the perfecto.
Yeah.
So here you just have to remember the irregular ones, which is roto, dicho, hecho, done, yeah. Puesto, placed, put.
Yeah. So
frito is fried, vuelto is return or go back. Yeah?
Abrir, muerto. Morir was muerto. I think. Abrir.
So visto, yeah.
Bar, visto, yeah.
Okay. Let me zoom in. Can I zoom in? Not too much. Wait a moment. Yeah. Yeah. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's start with the first one. So hoy mi mamá y yo. You have the verb here then, okay?
So ir, what was the?
Okay, so you need first your auxiliary verb.
Yeah.
Okay?
So hoy mi mamá y yo. So us, a. So it will be my mother and I. So us, hemos. So we. Then al banco en autobús. So ir meaning to go to the bank using autobús. So ir. What is the? I'm just forgetting the ido.
That's it. Hemos ido. Número 2.
Este fin de semana.
Okay, let's say I.
Okay. So este fin de semana he hecho muchos ejercicios.
Este fin de semana he hecho muchos ejercicios. 3.
So okay, this 2. So it will be has comprado el periódico.
¿Ya has comprado el periódico? 4.
Okay, so esta semana, esta semana he comido mucha grasa.
Esta semana he comido mucha grasa. Too much fat.
Yeah.
5.
Esta mañana, so oír is oír. Esta mañana he oído.
Yeah, oído.
Esta mañana llover. Yeah, so it rained.
So this morning I heard that it will rain tomorrow. Yeah. So you already know the future, don't you? So lloverá is the future.
Yeah.
Okay, good job. Number 6. Let me scroll down a little bit.
Yeah, sure.
6.
Nunca he leído tantos libros como ahora.
Okay. So tantos means so many, so much. Okay.
Yeah, books in there today. So, estas vacaciones he visitado Roma.
8.
Esta tarde he devuelto los libros.
Okay. Something about this verb. This
Yeah,
means return an object. Okay.
yeah. Return the book, kind of. Yeah.
A book. It could be any object, but you have to say it with an object. You cannot say with the idea of coming back or going back. That would be volver.
Yeah, volver.
So you have volver. So volver is for movement. So going back or coming back. Devolver is the transitive verb. Okay, it's the one you need an object. So devolver un libro, devolver el dinero. Yeah.
So this sentence is, this afternoon I will return the book, right? Like
I have returned the book.
I have, past. I have returned the book.
9. Let me move this a little bit so you can see it. Maybe I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller. Much better. Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. So este mes nosotros hemos. Oh no, I think 9.
Yeah. Memos.
Yeah. Hemos empezando. Empezando. Actually. Or
empezado. Okay, remember in this tense, I know why you want to use a diphthong. The diphthong thing is in the present simple, okay? So if you say I begin, empiezo, you use diphthong.
Okay.
But not in this tense, okay? Forget about that in this tense.
Yeah, and also this won't be irregular because this is nosotros, nosotros, vosotros.
Exactly. With nosotros, but anyway, it doesn't matter. In this tense, you won't find those things. That's only in the present simple.
Present tense, okay.
So that thing, when you find the diphthong, you have to worry about that either in the present indicative or present subjunctive. But not in the present perfect like this. So present perfect, I think, is one of the easiest tenses because you don't really have weird things there. It's always the same. 11.
Jorge y Francisco han vuelto esta semana de Paris.
So this is what I told you about. So this is what you use when you mean go back or come back.
So return.
Volver. And this is return as well, but return something. An object or a book or money. 12.
Jaime decirme, métese a se decir is dicho, right? Se dicho hoy que viara por la noche.
No, wait a moment. Don't change that bit. Because here so here I have me because I want you to say tell me.
Okay.
Or Jaime told me. Okay. So don't change that because if you say se, that means he himself
is telling him.
Exactly. So he's telling himself. That doesn't make any sense in this.
Yeah.
So Jaime me.
So me it will be had dicho.
Drop your H's. Ha dicho. So Jaime me ha dicho. Okay. So remember the object. So this is an indirect object pronoun, right? So this means to me.
Okay.
So imagine you want to say he told her. What will you say instead of me?
So it will be me te se. So it will be se.
Okay.
So ella.
I am glad you made this mistake. I'm gonna type that. Okay. If I say this, that means Jaime has told himself. Remember, se means oneself. Okay. Se means oneself. So if you mean he told another person, then we use le instead, okay? So that's the difference between say le and say. Say is always oneself, okay? It's reflexive. And le is one person to another, okay?
Go ahead.
So that would be Jaime has told him, her, today that he will travel at night. And this is the future, as you already know. 13.
Todavía he hecho los ejercicios del libro.
So todavía no
No
he
he
hecho. Todavía no he hecho los ejercicios del libro. So, todavía, what is that?
So todavía is until now, kind of like.
No.
Or still, like.
Okay, you're right. But at the same time, you're wrong. Because that would be still if it weren't a negative sentence. But this is a negative sentence. I have this no. So in English, you would say yet, not yet. Okay?
Yeah, no, it's not.
So whenever you see todavía no, that means not yet. And if you see only todavía, that means still. Okay? So todavía is different from todavía no.
No, okay.
14.
Okay. So alguna vez, so alguna vez se has bañado.
Okay. Who is bathing who? Think about that. Here I'm talking about you bathing yourself.
Yes, yes. Okay, so alguna vez te has.
There you are.
Te has bañado. Okay, so en un
So,
río.
¿alguna vez te has bañado en un río? ¿Alguna vez? What is that?
It's ever, ever.
Ever, exactly.
And nunca is never, right?
Yeah, correct. Nunca is never. Yeah. And there is another word which also means never, which is jamás. J-A-M-A-S, jamás. Oh. Well, actually, it's a little bit. It means like never ever. So you can also say nunca jamás.
Okay.
So you could say nunca, you could say jamás, or nunca jamás.
I see.
Pretty much the same. So 10. So
here it is. I am getting the lottery. So hoy me he tocado la lotería.
Okay, actually it's tocado. Let me explain this sentence to you. Okay, this is gonna puzzle you because this verb here has a few different meanings.
Okay.
So I'm gonna explain all the different meanings. Okay. Take notes if you want. Okay.
Yeah. Sure.
So I'm gonna start with the most basic meaning, and then I'm gonna make it more and more complicated. So basic meaning of tocar is touch.
Yeah.
Okay. So for example, if I say, "Don't touch me," no me toques. Yeah. But it could also mean to play a musical instrument. So you say, for example, yo sé tocar la guitarra. So I know how to play the guitar. Yeah? And sé tocar la guitarra. And it could also mean to win the lottery. But when you use it like that, what you have to say in Spanish is something like, the lottery has touched me. Does it make sense? So that's why we say, me ha tocado la lotería.
Okay, so so is for the lottery. So
exactly. I know in English sounds very weird, but this is how we say it in Spanish. Tocar also means to be my turn or to be your turn. So for example, if I say it's your turn, I would say te toca a ti. So it's your turn, te toca. Yeah. Okay, 16.
And este siglo, what is the meaning of desarrollar?
That means to develop or to develop oneself.
Yeah? Oh, okay. So este siglo me he.
Okay, here I'm talking about Brazil.
Oh, okay. So
se,
say okay. So say uh, he.
ah.
Desarrollado.
I'm talking about Brazil. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about
Oh,
Brazil.
okay. Desarrollado. eh,
Desarrollado. Este
Desarrollado.
siglo se ha desarrollado el Brasil.
El Brasil. Okay, es esto. Sí.
So I'm talking about Brazil here, okay? I'm not talking about me, okay? So that's why I need a.
Okay.
And you say because it's Brazil
It's
itself,
developing.
yeah?
Kind of.
So Brazil got developed, okay? When
Okay.
you see this se, many times in English you will say get, okay?
Okay.
For example, ella se cansa. She gets tired, yeah?
Yeah.
17.
Okay. Esta mañana vosotros habéis venido al cole en autobús.
Okay, let me show you something we do in Spanish a lot. Sorry. So cole comes from colegio, okay? Colegio, which is another way of saying escuela, okay?
Okay.
So this is quite common in Spanish. So just, well, like in English actually. So you can shorten words, okay?
Okay.
So for example, you will also say poli. Poli is short for policía,
Okay.
okay?
Okay. Policía,
And there are
poli.
many examples like this, okay?
Okay. Okay. Coli, escuela. Okay.
So cole is colegio or
Okay.
escuela. Colegio, escuela means the same, okay? School. So
Okay.
children usually say cole, okay? Voy al cole. Okay, 18.
Okay. So la clase no ha comenzado todavía.
Perfect. La clase no ha comenzado todavía. 19.
Las tiendas ya ha abrido. Es que son las.
Sorry, irregular. Abierto.
Oh, abierto. Okay. Abrir, morir.
So
Yeah.
we don't say abrido, we say abierto.
Abierto, yeah. Like
So
morir also.
las tiendas ya han abierto. Es que
Okay.
son las 10.
Yeah, so the shops, so the yeah, so multiple.
20.
So okay, so no sé, no sé dónde he puesto las llaves.
Perfect. No sé dónde he puesto las llaves. So I don't know where I put the keys.
Yeah.
Good job. 21, right?
Yeah, okay, so no sé dónde.
Scroll down. Okay. Go ahead. 21.
Okay, todavía no, so, so no has, then dormido, or no, okay, so it's conseguir. So conseguir is, I forgot if it is irregular. Conseguido or yes.
Okay, remember, don't read the U in the GUI combination.
Okay.
So it's
Okay.
conseguido.
Okay, conseguido.
So todavía no has conseguido dormir. Do you understand the word conseguir?
Conseguir.
Okay, conseguir means either to achieve, okay? So
go to sleep.
Exactly, or means to get to do something, or to be able to do something.
Yeah.
So here we talk about sleeping, okay?
Yeah.
So basically what I'm saying is, didn't get to sleep yet? Why are you still awake? Basically, that's what I mean, okay?
Right.
22.
So, no podemos hacer la sorpresa. Ella ya ha descubrido nuestro plan.
Irregular, sorry. Ya ha descubierto.
Descubierto.
Similar to abierto, right?
Abrir, morir, yeah. Descubrir.
Okay, what is podremos? Do you know?
Yeah, podar is so to put kind of. So
No, this is not to put.
okay.
Where does this verb come from? What is the infinitive of this? Any idea?
Yeah, I've seen it quite a bit actually.
Okay, this comes from poder.
Yeah. Okay.
So, what is this podremos? What tense? Is that past, future, present? What conditional?
So podrimos. So this will be past kind of, right? Like or
No,
no, present actually. So it is.
It's not present. Definitely not the present.
Oh, future actually. Podremos.
Future,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. So future. Yeah.
So remember,
So almost
in the future,
podamos. Yeah.
we usually take the whole verb and we add suffixes,
Mhm.
but there were a few of them where you kind of drop some letters. So
Mhm.
what you do is, instead of saying this, poderemos,
Yeah.
you kind of drop the E there and becomes podremos, right?
Yeah.
There are like a 12 verbs like this. Okay, happens the same with hacer, decir. Do you remember?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, number 23.
Okay. So ¿cuántas veces? So ¿cuántas veces habéis uh,
Habéis.
uh, estar will be en estado? I think
Ujú.
estado ahí.
¿Cuántas veces habéis estado ahí? 24.
Okay. So then una
So
cita.
you're gonna say I, okay? Here.
Okay. So uh, tener tener is tenido or
Yeah, tenido. You are correct.
tenido una cita
So,
con el.
so una cita that is an appointment, okay?
Yeah, with a medical like yeah.
So he tenido una cita con el médico. Doctor,
Yeah. Okay.
es que no me encuentro bien. Okay, this es que is quite common. Um, basically, we use this es que when you are explaining something. So basically, something like the thing is that, yeah,
Yeah. So here
so
I
it's
am not feeling well
mhm,
kind of.
exactly. So we use this one especially when we are making excuses. Like for
Okay.
example, I don't know. Imagine you, I don't know. We arranged to meet at 11, and I show up at 11:30. And you
Uh-huh.
say, "Why are you late?" Then I go like this. Es
Okay.
que el coche se ha roto, for example, yeah? Es que el coche se ha roto. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Uh,
El coche
is
se ha roto. Es que el coche se ha roto. What is my excuse?
so coche is car, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So car, or rather the car is broken.
My car
Car.
has broken down, exactly.
Yeah.
So notice I introduced this with esque. Esque.
Yes.
Okay, and remember what I told you about dialect? Like sometimes we drop the S. So
Mm-hmm.
you might hear this with ecke. Ecke.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Anyway, 25.
So este fin de semana.
You have the
Nosotros,
verbs here at the end. Okay?
yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
hemos ido al cine y hemos varios visto
Mm-hmm.
una película buenísima.
So this weekend we
Yeah,
have
gone
been or gone, yeah, to the
to the
cinema.
cinema
So in English
and
you would say been, but in
yeah,
Spanish you say go, okay?
yeah,
And we have seen a very
one
good film
movie.
or movie, yeah? So remember this isima, we use it a lot, as you already know. Buenísimo, riquísimo,
Muchísima,
feísimo, guapísimo,
muchísima,
rapidísimo, yeah? Quite common.
muchísima. Yeah.
Muchísimo, tontísimo, listísimo. Any adjective you can think of. 26.
Esta vacaciones he escrito,
Perfect.
he escrito muchas postales. Sí.
27.
So Hoy he will be freído.
Frito.
Frito,
Frito.
frito, 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 frito. Hoy he
Frito.
frito.
Pollo
Okay,
frito.
yeah, fried potato, yeah, potato fry.
Okay.
Una patata para la cena.
I'm sure you've seen this written at a restaurant, something like this.
Yeah. Pescado, pescado.
I'm sure you've seen this one.
Yeah.
What do you think it means?
Pescado frito. So frito is fry.
Fried.
And
So talk about a restaurant or a beach bar. What do you expect to find there?
so fish, I think. So
Exactly. So
pescado is
notice
fish.
so there is something subtle here. So the word for fish actually is pescado.
Yeah, right.
So notice I dropped my D there. So this is a dialect actually. And I added a suffix we really love using, which is ito. So ito means like little. Okay.
Yeah,
So
like you
this
said,
is like little fried fish. Literally. Okay.
like you were saying that your mom might call you hablito or something like that.
Exactly.
So,
Bear in
okay.
mind, many people use this suffix a lot, even though the person, the thing they're talking about might not be literal necessarily, but it's a way of sounding sweet. Okay, so it's quite common of babies or toddlers to use this suffix like perrito, gatito. Oh, mira el gatito, mira el perrito. Maybe the dog is huge. Okay, it's not about the size. It's about a way of speaking. Okay, it's a sound. It's a way of sounding puerile or even child. It's a little bit childish. Okay, but many people use it, especially women, because it makes you sound sweet. Okay, 28.
So, así es cinco. Entonces, E,
No, we talk about degrees, degrees Celsius. So hacía 5 grados.
yeah. So then, okay. So then, so here it is. I feel cold, right? So it is 5 degrees centigrade. So it will be A sentido or sentir is
Yeah, es sentido.
mm,
So hacía 5 grados.
mhm.
So notice this is past imperfect because I'm describing the weather. Okay. So
Yeah.
it was 5 Celsius degrees. Then I
I
felt
am
a lot of cold.
cold, yeah.
29.
Esta tarde mi hermano ha roto el florero del jardín.
Okay, good job. Okay, I have an idea. I'm gonna make you talk about what you did today. Are we gonna use this tense? So the question is gonna be, ¿qué has hecho hoy? ¿Qué has hecho hoy?
Okay.
Okay, so you tell me. ¿Qué has hecho hoy? Answer. Contesta. Okay, you can tell me in English first if you want. I'll help you out, okay?
Okay, so I studied Spanish, let's say.
Okay, so the verb is estudiar.
Estudiar, okay, so it's estudiar, and I studied, so it will be in the past tense kind of. So he estudiado.
Estudiado español. ¿Qué más? ¿Qué más? What else?
What else? Okay.
¿Qué más has hecho?
Say, let's say I watched soccer or something like that.
So watch is ver, okay?
Yeah. So he visto fútbol.
He visto fútbol. ¿Qué más?
Okay, so I ate breakfast. So desayunar.
Okay, you could say desayunar.
Okay, so he desayunado.
He desayunado. ¿Qué más? I don't know. Do you walk the dog? What do you go? Do you go to the beach? I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I walked in the street. So
andar. Or you could also say dar un paseo, which is even better. So that means to go for a walk.
So let's say I walked in the street. So he andado en calle.
So, he andado por la calle.
Por la
Or
calle.
you
Por
could
la
say, he dado un paseo por la
Okay.
calle. It's the same. So, he andado por la calle. ¿Has comprado? ¿Has hecho la compra? Do you understand this?
Has hecho la
Hacer la
compra,
compra.
right? Comprar
So,
is to
shopping.
shopping, yeah, to buy, yeah, right. Okay, so that's okay. So what I did for shopping kind of.
So, did you do the shopping?
Shopping, okay. So if I say yes, no, it will be no, or
Okay, no.
Okay.
He hecho la compra.
No,
No he hecho la compra.
Okay.
Or you could say,
Yes, I did.
todavía no he hecho la compra. For
Okay.
example, not yet. Yeah.
Not yet. I have done shopping.
Okay. Let's practice the other one. ¿Qué hiciste ayer?
So
notice I changed my tense here.
What I did yesterday, kind of. So
here I'm using indefinido. Can you see? Yeah.
Because
why I'm using indefinido? Because I changed the day. I'm talking about yesterday.
Right. So ayer is yesterday, so it's a specific time. And
Exactly.
ayer is yesterday. So what you did yesterday, kind of.
So ¿qué hiciste ayer?
Yeah. Okay. So let's say I traveled to a garden. Let's say, or I visited a garden. So
visité.
Yeah. So visité un jardín.
Or you can also say fui a ver un jardín.
Okay, I went to a garden. Okay, to go kind of.
So I went to see a garden. Yeah. Fui a ver un jardín.
Okay.
¿Qué más?
What more? Okay, and let's say I did my shopping. So comprar. So compré. So hice.
Okay, I did my shopping. So hice la compra.
Hice la compra. Okay,
I did my shopping. So hice la compra.
Okay.
Okay. ¿Qué compraste?
What did you buy, kind of?
So I bought.
Okay, so let's say I bought fish. Let's say so comprar. So compré pescado or
fruta.
Let's say vino.
Vino también, okay. Vino tinto o vino blanco.
Yeah, vino blanco.
Okay. Are you making it up?
No, actually, I don't drink alcohol.
Te lo estás cimentando. Are you making it up? Okay, let's change. ¿Qué vas a hacer mañana? Notice I changing the tense here.
Morning. Yeah.
So what are you doing tomorrow?
Morning. Yeah. Okay. Said mañana. Okay.
So voy a.
Yeah. So so this is the future perifrasto, right? Like
exactly.
Okay. So let's say I watched soccer. So
voy a ver football.
Football. Yeah. Okay.
Voy a ver. I'm gonna watch soccer. Voy a ver football.
So then let's say I brushed my teeth. So voy a the brush was what is cepillar? Okay. Oh, my teeth. So cepillarme. Okay. So let's say I took a shower. So voy a ducharme. Yeah, voy a cepillarme los dientes. Okay, so voy a ducharme. Okay, so again, if I ate breakfast, so voy a desayunar. Voy a desayunar. Yeah. And it won't be desuarme, so it is not I ate me for breakfast kind of.
No, you already made there. So desayunar means to have breakfast.
Yeah, right.
So voy a desayunar.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's have a break. We're gonna play a song, okay?
Yeah, if I were a link, let's see. Yeah. because at the end of the day, because I think the difficulty is at first you try to learn a sentence, then you try to hear it and understand what the person is saying, and then you try to speak. So that is the level of difficulty goes like that. Kind of.
Don't worry too much. So I'm gonna play a song that's called "Don't Stop Dreaming."
Okay.
That's the title of the song. Okay.
Yeah, sonar dream. So
Soñar, soñar.
soñar,
So
soñar.
don't stop dreaming. So no dejes de soñar. Notice what we are using subjunctive because I am using negative imperative. So whenever I say don't, we use subjunctive, okay?
No dejes. So dejes means to dejar is leave, right?
Exactly.
So
stop, dejar. Exactly. Stop or to leave. Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah. So I can play myself or.
Okay, I'm gonna play it.
Oh, okay.